in your Quincy news, law enforcement officers can face many challenges in their line of work. This will impact not just their physical health, but their mental health as well. KHQA's Zach Richardson tells us more about the challenges officers face and the proactive approach the city of Quincy takes to improve officers' health and wellness.
Are human, and so when things happen like this officer-involved shooting, for instance, we all lean on one another.
Law enforcement officers are faced with a variety of scenarios over the course of their careers, some of which Quincy Police Department Administrative Services Sergeant Erica Scott says can have a detrimental impact on one's life.
We see a lot of things that the general population doesn't always see, and so it can have an effect that leads to depression, substance use, alcoholism, different things, suicide. Obviously, the rates of suicide in law enforcement are extremely high, and that's definitely something that we want to try to be proactive and prevent.
Officers go through a ton of training, but no matter how much training one endures, they may never be prepared for when the situation turns real. Scott says the trauma that can be caused from some of these situations is enough to push one out of the career, continuing to add to the officer shortage. But she says supporting fellow officers through difficult times has become a priority to help them not only physically, but mentally as well.
I think that there are still a lot of people that are willing to take on the risk and do the job. And that's one of the things that I think is advanced significantly, even since I came on about 20 years ago, is the proactive approach to maintaining that officer health and wellness, both physically and mentally.
Quincy Police Department has prioritized mental health within officers and has a number of resources readily available to officers in need.
There's a We Never Walk Alone app that officers have 24/7 access to for services. We have a behavioral health therapist on contract with the city who is available to us 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. We try to keep things available and services available for the officers when they need them.
But Scott says one of the most important resources available to officers is the ability to talk to fellow brothers and sisters right in the department.
I think it's extremely beneficial to have the camaraderie and the internal support, and it's also fabulous the support that the community gives us. We're really blessed.
Reporting for KHQA News, Zach Richardson.